We noticed that there are a huge number of questions under our YouTube videos and on social media about profitable real estate investments on the island of Bali. We have gathered your questions and specially prepared this video for you. I hope this video helps you make an informed and comprehensive decision and provides all the necessary and thorough knowledge for successful real estate investments on the island of Bali. Enjoy watching.
Which areas in Bali are the most promising for real estate investment?
The first area is Canggu. It is the most developed area in terms of infrastructure. There are many restaurants, bars, clubs, and great places for surfing. The second area is Uluwatu. The most beautiful beaches in Bali are right here, and the demand for rental properties here far exceeds the supply. Uluwatu is one of the most attractive areas in Bali for real estate investments. The third area is Ubud, one of the most attractive and very popular locations in Bali. The cost of land here is much lower than in other areas, making Ubud even more attractive for investments.
What type of real estate in Bali is most interesting to investors, and why do you think that is?
It's hard to say definitively. Some people prefer apartments starting at $95,000, while others buy townhouses or villas starting at $180,000. In fact, Bali is indeed associated with villas, but based on recent trends, we see that everything is being built here, and there is a buyer for every product.
What factors influence the pricing of ready-made real estate in Bali?
First of all, it's the geographical location. The closer the property is to popular tourist spots, the higher its price will indeed be. The second factor is the land lease term. The longer this term, the more expensive the property will be, and conversely, the shorter it is, the cheaper it will be. The third factor is the year the property was built. New properties are more innovative and are valued significantly higher than those that are already outdated.
What tax obligations exist for investors owning property in Bali, Indonesia, and surrounding areas?
A foreign owner of a villa or apartment in Bali, such as an Indonesian citizen, pays two standard taxes. The first is when purchasing the property. VAT is 11%, and 1% to Titarius for processing and conducting the transaction. And secondly, when receiving income from renting and selling real estate, the tax is 10%. Also, when selling real estate in Indonesia, and specifically on the island of Bali, the investor will need to pay 11% of the income. However, in Bali, there is an opportunity to optimize taxation through various available options, such as tax incentives, double taxation avoidance agreements, and legal structures that can be utilized. For example, you can register the property under a legal entity and use tax benefits to reduce tax payments.
How long does the process of buying property in Bali take?
The process of buying real estate in Bali usually takes between 2 to 4 weeks. This includes market analysis, selecting a suitable property, making a deposit, reviewing and making adjustments to the legal contract, and of course, payment. It is worth noting that over 50% of our transactions are conducted remotely, so investors do not necessarily have to fly to Bali to choose a profitable property. Have you been wanting to invest in real estate and earn passive income from rentals for a long time? Then this information is for you. Bali is the #1 place in the world for rental income returns. Our investors earn 15% and sometimes even 20% annually in foreign currency. How is this possible? We are investing $250,000 in building a villa. Then the management company rents it out daily for $200. This averages to $4,500 per month, or $54,000 per year, accounting for downtime. Per year, we deduct 20% for management company services and taxes, leaving $40,000. Per year, we divide by the invested amount of $250,000, multiply by 100%, and get 16% net passive income. Not bad, right? If the math works for you, visit our website, apply, and our managers will contact you soon. Let's go.
What additional expenses related to buying or renting property in Bali might an investor potentially encounter when?
In addition to the cost of purchasing or renting property in Bali, an investor may encounter additional expenses, such as property tax. Property owners in Bali are required to pay property tax every year. Utilities. Investors also need to pay for utilities such as water, electricity, and gas. Even if the property is not being used, it still definitely needs to be maintained to keep it in good condition. These are again expenses for garden maintenance, pool upkeep, and other amenities. Expenses for insurance against natural disasters, such as earthquakes and volcanic eruptions. Legal services may incur additional costs. Therefore, it is better to contact a reputable real estate agency right away.
This is how the political and economic situation in the world affects real estate investment in Bali.
The current global political and economic situation positively impacts the development of the Bali region, as many residents from the CIS and Europe have found a second home here, bringing their capital with them. In addition, Indonesia has a very strong domestic market, making it a stable country in relation to global political and economic upheavals.
These factors must be taken into account when choosing between investing in new construction or already existing housing in Bali.
When you purchase a property, it is important to ensure the reliability of the developer, analyze their reputation, and most importantly, check for the existence of completed projects. You need to be sure that the developer will complete the project regardless of external factors. When buying ready-made housing in Bali, you should pay attention to the condition of the property, as the climate can cause real estate to age quickly and lose its marketable appearance. Additionally, you will have to invest extra funds in renovating the villa or townhouse. Also, analyze the land lease agreement carefully, as after the lease term ends, all the property will revert to the landlord and you risk losing everything. For a safe real estate purchase, I recommend getting a reliable partner in the form of a broker or real estate agency that understands all the intricacies of the local market and can help you choose a worthy property and ensure the transparency and security of the transaction.
What do you think determines the success of real estate investments in Bali?
The success of any investment, including real estate in Bali, depends on the following factors. The ability to understand people, the people behind the projects you plan to invest in, the ability to analyze world events and establish cause and effect relationships to understand which region in the world will stagnate and which will, on the contrary, rapidly develop in the next 5-10 years, over the next few years. And finally, a properly chosen partner who specializes in a specific market and field of activity will guide you through all stages of the transaction and advise you on how to invest your funds more profitably and safely.
What tips and recommendations would you give to some more beginner real estate investors in Bali to reduce risks and also increase the profitability of their investments?
First of all, I would recommend finding a reliable partner who can advise you on how to invest wisely and avoid financial losses. Find an experienced broker or real estate agency with dozens or even hundreds of deals under their belt and specific reviews and recommendations. Also, make sure that the person or company definitely values their reputation and also preferably has a presence in the media space. Usually, this factor encourages companies to be more attentive to their customers' satisfaction levels, as a lot has already been invested in building the brand's reputation. And of course, I recommend that you, along with your agent, delve into all the intricacies of real estate investment in Bali, understand the essence of the matter, because ultimately, it is you who will make the final decision, not your agent. Asemkine Gorova.